In the last video, we discussed that the draft marks are separated from perpendiculars. For example, here this is the forward perpendicular and the draft mark is separated from forward perpendicular. Similarly, this draft mark is separated from aft perpendicular, and the mid length of this perpendicular is this. This area is occupied by draft mark and the draft marks are also separated from the mid length. Well, we also discuss how to calculate the corrections so that we can find the draft at forward perpendicular, aft perpendicular and mid length. However, if the vessel is hog or sag, the triangle will be affected. So we can say the correction to forward and aft perpendicular and midship assumed that the keel of the vessel is straight. So here this is the assumption that the keel is straight. However, when the vessel is hogged or sagged, these corrections may no longer be correct. However, when the vessel is hogged or sagged, these corrections may no longer be correct. Now let us discuss what is hog. Suppose the vessel is like this. So here this is the forward draft and this is aft draft. The mean draft of forward draft and aft draft will be the sum of these two drafts. And well, if we see that midship draft is this one, this is the midship draft, and we say that the midship draft is less than the mean draft, then we say the vessel is hogged. Similarly, if vessel is like this, and here this is the forward draft, this is the aft draft, the mean draft is forward and aft draft by 2, and the midship draft is somewhere here. This is the midship draft, and the midship draft is more than the mean draft. The vessel is sagged. So here let's take this example. The forward draft 5.18, aft draft 6.24, the mean draft is 5.71. However, the midship draft is 5.73. So we can say this actual draft or midship draft is more than the mean draft, and the mean draft is 5.71. So we can say that the displacement by mean draft is less because the mean draft is less than the actual, that is the midship one. So vessel is sagged. Similarly, if the displacement by mean draft is more than the actual, the vessel is hogged. So because of this deflection, we need to have some correction. And this correction can be obtained by taking the means of means. Well, this formula is applicable for a ship-shape vessel. All we have to do, this is the forward draft and this is the aft draft plus 6 times the midship draft divided by 8, we get the draft. So here we can easily figure it out. This is 1/4 of the mean draft. Well, this is forward draft and this is aft draft, and both the draft divided by 8 becomes 1/4, that is 25%. And this one, 6 times midship draft divided by 8, 6 times midship draft divided by 8 is nothing but 3/4 or 75% of the midship draft. That is this contribution. So we get this means of mean and we get this value which is 5.725. Well, this is the draft which is used to enter in hydrostatic table to find the value of LCF